All right, now, Fleshmonger. He is the last rare champion that we're going to talk about for the Necro Hunter fusion, who is actually an epic opponent of the Kantra, the Cyclone fusion. Talked about the other three. One of them is potentially worth keeping. The other two, automatic fusion material. Fleshmonger, is he a fusion material for this fusion? Is he fusion material for any fusion that they put him as an ingredient to? Let's find out if he could potentially help progress your account efficiently and effectively, or for your account, he is automatic fusion material. I've already made the decision that I'm going to fuse him because I want Kantra. So I'm going to have my epics ready to roll. I am hoping that I can get the last epic because I missed one rare. Otherwise, I got to pull that rare out of the 7 ancient shards I got. Let's find out if Fleshmonger can help your account out or not. His A1 attacks one enemy 3 times straight up. That's all it does. Fire Knight material right there. That's what rings off in my head right now. It's Fire Knight material. 3-hit A1. I like it. His A2 places a 25% increased attack buff, small version, and a 15% increased critical rate buff, small version, on this champion, Selfish, for 2 turns. Grants an extra turn. Also, book it out on a 3-turn cooldown. Essentially a 2-turn cooldown because it takes that extra turn right away. I've said this before in another video. I do not like champions that, 1, are selfish and only apply buffs on themselves, and 2, put a buff on themselves and then that skill automatically generates an extra turn. I don't like it. Not at all. You put these buffs on him for 2-turn duration, but you're taking your turn right away. So you sacrifice one of those turn durations right away. So it's like it's only on there for 1 turn. And that's it. You only get 1 turn out of it, basically. I don't like it. It cycles it off right away. Not worth it. Not worth it to me. I don't like it in general when a champion puts buffs on themselves and then automatically takes an extra turn. Jizzo, the epic champion that's free to play, that is a login reward, does the same thing to himself. Puts a shield and a counterattack. Puts a shield and counterattack on a target. He'll often put it on himself and then he takes an extra turn. You put it on another target, works out. Then he takes another turn, he gets to put out some damage, good to go. Another team is supported and benefited. But if it's a selfish skill like this right here, no. Not at all. I don't like it one bit. His A3 attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Book it out, ends up being a 55, 65, 75% chance. I like this. This is on a 4-turn cooldown, however. I like it. It's like another War Maiden, basically. It is an AoE, defense down, debuff that lasts 2 turns from a rare. Not bad. I like it. This skill right here is worth it. This skill right here is worth it. I think this skill is a waste of space. In my opinion. His aura increases ally attack in dungeons by 23%. Not too bad. Defense is better, but I'll take attack too. If you've got nothing else better, go for it. So, I do think he can definitely be viable for your champions, for your account, if you want to take him to the Fire Knights, especially the Fire Knights dungeon. Other dungeons, he can definitely help you out with this AoE defense down in place of War Maiden. However, if I remember right, it isn't War Maiden. I got her down here somewhere. Let's check her out real quick. Let's find out real quick. Yep, nope, there she is. War Maiden is a Force Affinity champion. Fleshmonger is a Magic Affinity champion. So that works out pretty decently. The 2 champions are not the same affinity, so you could interchange them out based on the affinity of the dungeon you're going to play or fight against. So not too bad. I would definitely say you want to keep a copy of Fleshmonger. But depending on where you are in your dungeons, he is a rare. If you're already at endgame 18, 19, 20 in your dungeons, potentially he's not worth incorporating into your teams. If you're at 10, 11, 12, then yes, he can definitely help progress your account through those dungeons for sure. I am almost positive he can. So he would definitely worth keeping a copy of. Would he be worth keeping a copy of instead of fusing? Unless you know for sure you're going to get the Kantra. Unless you know for sure you're going to incorporate Kantra into your teams. I would suggest to keep a copy of Fleshmonger first. And then fuse a second copy of him. My opinion. if you're in the lower, in early to mid-game transition area, so the bottom half of the dungeons, he can help you out. If you're in the top half of the dungeons and you're in the mid to end game transition, not at all. I would suggest you fuse him first, keep a copy for later, and then potentially try to incorporate him to an experiment and test with him. I'm not sure if he could actually help progress your dungeons at that point. Bottom half, I'm pretty confident he can. So, that's my opinion on him. I'm going to fuse him. Do not know if I have a copy of him or not. I'm going to fuse him so I can get this Necro Hunter, so I can end up getting Kantra, the Cyclone, the legendary champion. Alright, let's go ahead and fuse Necro Hunter, but not right now, in the next video. Go over there, click on it, so we can fuse him up, talk about him right quick, and jump into the next epic champion after that. I'll see you there.